Oh.
All right, we're on, Kelly.
You're on the punchline with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez, and we're here. Good amount to talk about.
Yeah, brother. Back. Thank you, Kelly. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back on here. Oh no,
What did you do?
I don't know. All right, do you see me?
Nope. It says pause.
Oh shit. Let me get over here on this thing real quick. Let me. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me get in here. I pushed the wrong button. It said I had a phone call here, and then uh, I think Justin's gonna have to call me back. Like call me on that thing again to come back. I pushed the wrong button. I can see things going on. Darren's on there and stuff. Can Justin call me back? Like get me back on here?
Yeah, we'll have to probably text him.
Yeah, hold on. All right, let me try that. I just messaged him. Go ahead and start, Kelly.
I am.
Just been on me. What's up, Clarence? How you doing, buddy?
Are you getting your Facebook questions?
Yeah, Clarence showed up. Clarence McLean. He's he's a good dude. Darren, what's up? So we got a couple of them so far. Like not questions, they're just saying hello.
Oh, Uncle Sham's on here. He got a good one. He starts off with, can't stick around, but want to hear about Wilder's excuses. Pro Grace missing
Yeah,
weight, Gervonta versus Haney, and Canelo dumping Oscar. Wow. Well, those are good topics. First of all, I get a little irritated. Everybody says, what's that?
nothing.
Everybody gives a lot of the same people saying that Lomachenko, when he was laying in a hospital from having shoulder surgery, in the fucking hospital with shoulder surgery, okay? They're like, oh, he's making excuses. I wouldn't have came out and said anything right now. But the same ones that are talking shit about that by a guy who legitimately had surgery, his second one on a bad shoulder, they're over there. Oh yeah, his suit was 45 pounds. Oh man, he Tyson Fury had loaded gloves. Like, come on, man, pick one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tired of that. Tired of biasness. Um, Pro Grace missing weight. I didn't pay attention to that. I seen the fight. Um, I didn't see anything on him missing weight, but I guess that's not cool. And Gervonta um, versus Haney. If that fight happens, I don't know. That's a good one. I would have to probably take Haney. I don't think Haney will get caught with that uppercut.
yeah.
So
Justin said my connection's too low, but it's because I'm not.
yeah, I've been having a hard time when I talk to you, like hearing you on over there.
Well, his problem is when I checked off the screen that we were on here,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what happened. Let me go over here to the punchline over here. Hold on. I'll get back on. Let me get on over here.
Go ahead. I'm still here just answering, but yeah. So a lot of those the Wilder thing. I'm over that. I really am. I'm over it. They can come up with 19 different excuses for the guy, but when other people have legitimate shit, they're the first ones to call him out.
Right?
Um, Javante versus Haney. I don't know, man. I have to go with Haney in that one.
You know what? You you're gonna go with Haney in that?
Oh, absolutely.
No, Haney looks like garbage.
I don't. I just don't see him getting caught with that uppercut. And
He
I
was
unfortunately hate to say
he
it,
did
but I think
nothing
that's
with Gamboa. He did nothing with Gamboa.
he. Well, you got to remember, Gamboa survived for 6 rounds, and when a guy tries to survive, when his main goal in that fight is surviving and not getting knocked out, it's almost impossible to knock a guy out like
He
that.
tried to survive with Tank too, though, didn't he?
Huh?
He tried to survive with Tank. Tank knocked him out.
Well, he didn't try to survive as much with Tank like he did with Haney.
He had an Achilles tendon tear. He kept trying to.
But I mean, I don't use that. I can't use when people use measuring sticks. They shouldn't do that. I mean, you've seen numerous times in a sport where same guy, same two people fought the same guy, and both ended up going on to be great world champions
Yeah,
with different outcomes.
I don't know. I'm going on with the screen.
Progress was 1.6 over. Tank cooks Haney.
Can you put me back on that? On this here, redo it. Put me back. I don't know how to use that phone because you have to.
Well, I'll keep reading these off till you get going. Uncle Sham says Progress a month before his fight in an
There.
interview said he was already on weight. Haney will probably pull Gary Russell up and claim everyone is ducking him again. I'm sorry, I just didn't see enough out of Tank. I understand like Tank's a good fighter, but I seen a fight where Tank was fighting a guy who is not known to be a speed demon, and I seen Tank get hit a lot. I seen Tank losing the fight, and if you had Tank winning 3-2, it was still a close fight. Um, I seen a guy looking for just big left uppercuts. That's all I seen. So what I'm saying, I'm not knocking him. He knocked out Santa Cruz, and that was a great win. But I'm not seeing where everybody thinks that Tank's performance was so great that he wipes out Haney. I don't see it.
Oh,
Haney beat the shit out of Gamboa for 12 rounds.
oh, hung up by
I had
accident. Hung up by accident. I can't get back on the screen.
Soapbox that says I had LSC up prior to knockout. I did too. I had him 3-2. Tank was talking to Floyd ringside while he was fighting. Yeah, he was. I mean, he could have been comfortable in there, but again, it was. I don't think he was in a dominating performance. I had him losing. So that's all I'm saying. Not taking nothing away. Again, I'm just saying. I don't know what Tank did that was so great that makes everybody think that he'll knock out Haney or Tank wipe him out. I seen a Tank that got hit with a lot of punches from a fairly decent hand speed Santa Cruz. So I don't know. Sorry.
Let me see what's going on. This looking ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know, Kelly. I don't know. I just thought Haney didn't look as good as he's been talking. He's been calling everybody out and calling everybody out here and there. Russell, and then he's there and he looks fat as shit when he got fought.
Yeah, I understand that, but and again, and he went in there. He won every round. Um, but how can I'm just saying? What did Gervonta do? He was getting beat up by or getting beat by Santa Cruz in
Well,
that fight.
Santa Cruz is a young world champion. Gamboa is
But
38 years old.
but Tank Davis was losing the fight and threw a uppercut from the same uppercut that he fired the entire fight. I
But
don't think I don't think Tank could do much to Haney besides try to time him with a left uppercut. I'm honest. I mean, he got. Let's be honest. Santa Cruz is not a speed demon, and he was tagging. He was hitting Tank pretty much at will.
his technique's great. When he throws, and he throws a lot of punches.
Not arguing that. I'm just saying Tank was losing in a fight, losing. So what I'm saying is, no matter who wins, but everybody's saying that Tank will go in. There's no way that Haney would beat Tank. But Tank didn't show me much enough. If he showed me that he landed a big uppercut, I mean, that's all I'm saying. Uh, Haney, he did what he was supposed to do. I mean, he whooped him for 12 rounds just because he didn't get the knockout. I don't think that's you can't gauge that fight like on that. Uncle Sham says Santa Cruz was made to order for Javante. Guys who throw the
Now, it
left
was made
hook.
to order for him.
What's that, James?
I said he wasn't made to order because he wouldn't have been hit like that if he was.
I don't think it was made. Yeah, they weren't expecting it. They weren't wanting that right there. They were expecting
He,
Tank to come out and box the shit out of
he,
Santa Cruz.
Hank was breathing out of his mouth. He was tired. And
He
don't let
was.
anybody get different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I know the saying: if my grandma had balls, she'd be my grandfather, or whatever you want to say. Um, listen, Santa Cruz gets past that sixth round, he probably cruises to an easy win. He don't get caught and get lazy on them ropes. He probably cruises to a easy win in that fight from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that's all I'm saying. Haney fought 12 rounds hard. He looked good. He beat up a veteran, and he did what he was supposed to do.
Marshall Martinez. We all know Marshall, one of the best amateurs in the world at one time.
Oh, he's on there?
Yeah, Marshall's on here. Marshall says he knocked out a fighter that has never been knocked out. I don't care for Tank either. I've seen a lot of flaws in Tank's skills. But what he did to Leo, I just think Haney won't be able to handle that left hand Tank Davis. I agree with him. I agree.
I just don't think Haney will leave himself in that situation, though. Tank, again, he the entire fight, he was looking for the big left uppercut. He was taking shots to land that punch. Um, and I don't think he'll be able to do that against Haney. Haney don't get hit with those type punches. He's not his head's not over front of his foot. He don't leave
No,
that shot.
he hasn't got hit with those punches. He hasn't fought anybody in the top 20 yet.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Tank can't beat Haney. I'm just saying it's not an easy pick. It's everybody's going, oh man, Tank will wipe out Haney
I don't think he's
because
gonna wipe him out. Haney's a fantastic boxer. But it's hard to both fighters.
um, the Quag says, how long do you think Haney will be able to stay at 135? Probably the same length as Tiafimo. And all them other guys. I mean, a lot of these 135 guys are big. They're big 135 guys.
Yeah.
Um, James Bro says, I agree with Sham. They expected Leo to come to him, and they expected to KO him. That wasn't happening in that fight.
How do you turn your Wi-Fi off?
Leo Santa Cruz was coming in. He was beating up Tank.
Try this.
Not beating him up, but he was outpointing him.
Yes.
And he wins off athleticism. Needs to add a trainer to his corner, Cal. Yeah, I think it's working for him now. We got to see. There was nothing. There was nothing that he did in that fight with Gamboa that made me think that he needs a new trainer. I mean, he wasn't getting hit a lot. He wasn't getting beat to the punch. I mean, he beat the guy up for 12 rounds. I mean, I don't understand it. He did what he was supposed to do.
Why would Leo need a new trainer because he got caught?
No, he's saying that Haney wins off athleticism.
No.
Needs a trainer to his corner, and
No.
I don't get it. I don't think that before. I mean, it was a fight where he fought a guy who was surviving the second half of the fight, but he did everything that he was supposed to do. I mean, he beat him up. It wasn't a close fight.
I'm not doing no more shows like this.
I agree with him.
Turn your Wi-Fi.
Uh, the Quag said, "Did Luke Campbell get COVID? The Garcia fight is off. I heard. Yeah, I guess that's the reports right now.
Can you on the 5G check that?
Aaron Return, Kelly, I'm a big fan of yours.
What is
Are you still cool with Jack Lowe? Yes, I talk with Jack.
it?
We're cool. I've been to a couple of his fight shows. Um, everything's good. So thank you for being a fan too, man.
924.
I mean, I think that's a hell of a matchup. I think that's an interesting fight with with Tank and Haney.
We'll see. There it goes. Oh, it came in for a minute. It's coming in.
James, can you use your hotspot?
I am. I just went to 5G instead of the one there. It's coming in and going out now. See it?
Yeah. Hey, Kelly, what can Robert Garcia do for Broner skill wise?
I
Damon,
don't
I don't think he'll be able to do anything as far as teaching new techniques. I think what he will do, and
confidence.
what Robert Garcia is good at, is fine tuning what Adrian Broner does. I think that he'll sharpen his skills, um, get him more dedicated to the sport, committed, and I think he'll just work off of what the big weapons that Adrian Broner has right now. I think that's what Robert will do, and
I
I think
think
it'll be good.
I think Robert will do a lot for his confidence. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Help him out, motivate, get dedicated to the sport again. Um, all kinds of different things,
Well,
but it'll work. He'll work on those little.
I'm hearing Broner and Lipinets.
That could be a good one.
That's what I'm hearing is Broner Lipinets. So,
And Broner will take that too.
oh yeah.
James Burrow says this is what happens when James watches fake taxi and does the podcast at the same time. Haha,
I'm watching Fake Taxi right now.
he is. Is Better Beef going to fight Joe Smith? They were talking about it for a bit, but I have not heard much in a while. I haven't heard anything. I
I,
hope you don't.
I wouldn't mind seeing Joe Smith get his ass kicked again. Would you?
I want to see Better Beef fight one of the big fights now.
Yeah, but I
The
wouldn't
big,
mind
big.
seeing Joe Smith get his ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, I could always watch him get his ass kicked. Mouth on that motherfucker.
Respectful fucker. Hey, he talked all that shit and then had security get between you guys.
I know. He knows what's up. But my motherfucking face looks real distorted with a chewing, don't it?
Um, yeah, Oliver, I'm okay. I'm having problems with my Wi-Fi. I think.
Damon says, I was talking with James earlier about this. Did Ryan Garcia stall the fight to leave Golden Boy and go with PBC?
I think so. I see that as a possibility.
And I wouldn't say it's not true.
I'm not saying it's true. I said it's a theory.
Yeah, I mean I can see it. I mean it may turn out to be true. I mean it's actually a good point. I mean Canelo left and now Ryan Garcia follows the coattail of Canelo
They
and
train in the same gym, you know.
yeah, I don't know. Ern Return said, Kelly, sorry if I missed this. Are you still planning on fighting at cruiserweight? I saw you in an interview looking jacked. No, I am not planning. I'm not looking to fight anywhere, unless I take our producer outside and beat his ass.
You can do that.
I know you can't hear.
I'll
Uh,
volunteer.
Ricky says it always looks distorted. He's probably talking about you, James. Who you guys got in the Crawford Brook fight?
Uh, I got Crawford. I got
Yeah,
Crawford. It's pretty
I
easy.
think Crawford. Yeah, I think Crawford looks sharp in that. I think Crawford wants to come out and since everybody didn't like his last performance, I guess, and look sharp.
I mean, yeah. Why would you? Why would you look? It wasn't good enough beating an Olympian up, right? Undefeated Olympian.
Listen, man, here's a big problem in boxing, and we've been saying this. This day and age, nobody is good. Like no matter who wins against who, the other person is overrated or they weren't that good, and it's just bad. I mean, I'm tired of it. Nobody's good.
Right?
Trying to see how does the punchline see Plant. Damon goes, guys. Fans have Canelo getting knocked out by Caleb Plant.
That's
How
not gonna.
does the punchline see Plant versus Canelo going? I
Well, I see Caleb losing if he fights a guy like Canelo.
Yeah, I think Canelo beats Plant.
You know
Canelo
what?
should.
Who has Caleb Plant fought? I'm not being mean. I like Caleb Plant. He's a
I
nice
do
kid.
too.
But who has he fought to let people believe that he's going to beat Canelo?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think Canelo goes in and good. I mean, it might be an ugly fight for the first couple rounds. Don't get me wrong. I think once Canelo figures him out and breaks him down, a different fight.
The thing is this: Caleb Plant's a great boxer, and the thing is, he's going to throw these power shots at Canelo. Canelo's going to walk through them. What does he have left? There? What's left? You're not going to outbox Canelo long.
Yeah.
He's going to track you down. If a guy like if a guy like Kovalev could shake him, and a guy like Triple G could shake him, I don't think Caleb Plant's going to do anything.
Yep. I just want to let everybody know too that this room that I'm in, it's not my room. It's my daughter's. So no, I do not have
He's
ocean wave paintings on my wall.
he's on your bed.
Um, you guys think Crawford stops him or distance?
I think Crawford stops him.
I don't know. I'm just picking Crawford in that one because Brook, he's a big guy too. I mean, he's taken some beatings. Don't get me wrong, and I think it could stop the fight. But he's naturally bigger. I mean, he's what, a junior middleweight.
Yeah.
Fought fought as high as
Wait.
middleweight. I still like boxing. Just hate the social media boxing world, except you guys. A few select others. You guys are good. Well, thanks, James. We appreciate that, man.
Hey, Herman says Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence, Kelly.
Danny, I got Earl Spence.
I got Errol too. And
Yep.
it's not going to be easy. It's not going to.
Not. It's not. Danny can fight.
Danny is smart. He's smarter than people think. Danny,
Yep.
Danny doesn't do anything great. Danny does everything good, and that's good enough.
Yeah, Danny got some skill.
He has power.
Um, yeah, Damon says, "Does Better Be overpower Benavidez? If is this a fight we could see actually happen?"
I don't think he
Uh,
overpowers Benavidez. I think he outboxes Benavidez.
you think he outboxes Benavidez?
Yeah, I do.
Better Be?
Yes.
Huh.
What do you think?
The only way I can see Better Be beating Benavidez and outworking him is
Never
if
mind. I think I was thinking of B-ball. I was thinking of
oh
B-ball. Bad.
yeah. Better Be the only way Benavidez can lose that fight is if he stays
Get
in that
knocked out.
shell too long.
Yeah, I was thinking of B-ball.
Yeah, but I think
B-ball
Benavidez
outboxes Benavidez.
beats Better Beef.
Yeah, but not B-ball. I don't think B-ball.
You don't think Bivol could beat Better Beef?
No, yeah, I think he can. I think
Oh, I
B-ball
think he
can
could
beat
too.
Benavidez too.
It'll be tough though. Don't get me wrong. That Better Beef is a brutal. That's a strong cat, man. He can fight.
What about B-ball and Benavidez?
Oh man, that's a good one. I just think it might be hard for Bivol with Benavidez' size.
Well,
He's
B-ball's a light
tall.
heavyweight.
What's that?
B-ball's a light heavyweight too.
I know. I'm saying I'm talking about how tall Benavidez is and how
Yeah, about six
he
foot.
fights tall.
B-ball's about 6 foot, and Benavidez 6'4", right?
Who Bivol? I say Bivol's about 6 foot, 6 foot,
That's what I said. And Benavidez is about 6'3", 6'4".
6'3".
Yeah.
I might take Danny. Spence might have some major scar tissue and get cut up. Plus, Spence will try to stalk him, and Garcia won't mind that. First
And
of all, I don't think he got cut on the eyes or anywhere. I thought his lip got banged up.
his teeth.
Yeah, his teeth. I mean, he didn't get any scar tissue really on his face. If anything, he had like brush burn. So I don't know about that, Quags. But we don't know what type of damage he may have taken from that wreck. That's the only thing. I'm still picking him because I'm going to go ahead and say he's young,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say he probably don't even remember the wreck. So uh, we don't know. I think it's too early to tell. So I'm basing it on uh, ring rust, Earl Spence, who's just going to come in though and still have the athletic ability and the strength and everything else to beat Danny in a good fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight,
Yeah.
a close fight. I think. I think Danny. I think Danny's going to take some rounds. I truly do. I think there's going to be some close rounds in that fight, but I think that Spence will outwin it, outgun him at the end.
Um, there's a good question for you, Kelly. Eric Spears says, going off the last performance, can Usyk hang with the top heavyweights?
Okay, I don't know. I think that he stands a chance if he could ever make it past 6 rounds with guys like Joshua,
Yeah.
Fury, Wilder. Yes, I think that Usyk has a chance of hanging with them guys and maybe beating them. That's a big if he gets past the 6 rounds because I think he could get caught by these guys like Joshua, who's 6'7", and Wilder that's 6'7" and are fast and quick themselves. It'll be hard, but I think with his conditioning and his punch output, that if he could get past 6 rounds, it's anybody's fight.
I don't see Wilder being the same type of fighter ever again, though.
I don't know. It depends if you don't come in with the 40-pound suit, or if the
Well,
guys don't
they
mess
poison
with
his
the
water.
gloves, or if Breland don't put anything in his water bottle. You know,
Yeah. Uh,
um,
Kelly, they said, Ferguson said, have you heard anything on Mikey Garcia versus Pac-Man?
no, you would have the idea on that one.
Oh, I know, but I was asking you first.
Nah, I
Um,
think Mikey wanted that fight, don't he?
yeah, they had that fight. They had that fight locked in, but COVID came around and it paused the whole fight. So I don't know what the status is now. But Mikey, they did a video with Ellie where Mikey said that the fight was signed, good, and then COVID came and they had to take that fight off.
Oh, okay. Ern with her and said, Kelly, what do you think makes Usyk so tough to deal with, and do you think he has enough power at heavyweight to deal with guys like Joshua and Wilder? I thought I already got that. Um, what makes him tough is also he's awkward. He's a pretty fairly tall guy, 6'4", on Music. He moves. He's got good defense. He's not a big power puncher. He's more of a volume guy, which irritates heavyweights because they can't throw in volume. They tire out, and it don't matter what era. I mean, heavyweights are not known to throw 100 punches around. So that's what makes him awkward and hard to fight. I mean, he's agile, he moves, he's got good head movement, and he's always got his gloves in your face.
Hey,
So,
Kelly, our good friend Chris Otto Broad from England, our good buddy, he said, would love to see Brooke cause an upset, but I think the fight is coming a few years too late for him.
yeah, I don't see him having an upset. I don't see him winning it.
Hey, Kelly, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. We
Go
heard
ahead.
we heard in the media that Teofimo Lopez called out Virgil Ortiz Jr. for the fight. What do you think? How do you think that fight goes?
Ooh.
At 147 too, he called him out. Not 140, not his weight. Coming to him at 47.
He's too confident. He came off a big win. Don't he's just confident. Slow to roll on that one. You're talking about big boys who can fight. Virgil is on top of his A game.
And
Um,
Virgil just as fast. And he'll
Virgil, what do they say? Like you ask what you get for, bite off more than you could chew.
fuck around and find out.
Fuck around, find out. And I think Virgil Ortiz will sit there and go, "I'll fucking do it again." Yeah. No, he don't want that noise right now. Now listen, not just taking nothing away from Tiafimo.
No, nothing. But
That say he slowly works his way up, climbs the ladder in weights, and gets acclimated to each weight class. But by that time, I think it's going to take a couple years. I don't think right now that that's a smart idea to jump up. If he dares to be great, and can't stop me
Oh,
from doing it. I won't discredit him for it. I mean,
no.
it's awesome to see in the sport and where everybody talks shit on these young guys, but these young guys show heart and balls. And
Yeah,
I would not doubt it for 1 minute that Tiafimo would go up for that challenge.
yeah.
Um, I just don't think it's a good one.
Well, Virgil did say, or Tiafimo said that he'd fight Virgil and then Crawford next.
Yeah, and he probably would,
Yeah,
but if as an advisor or if I was the promoter or manager, I would say, "Hey, buddy, let's see if we get one more fight at let's clear out to 135 some of these big names, or let's go up to 140 and see what we could do there. And if you're in there just wiping through guys, then we'll go to 147. But hit the brakes a little bit.
well, I remember. I remember one time they said it's like preparing for the frying pan by jumping in the skillet.
Yeah, a little crazy." Ricky Palick says, "Is Ortiz fighting Ruiz?" I thought I heard something about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard, but he
Might be.
might know something we don't know. But
Yeah.
what about this? What about Virgil Ortiz and Keith Thurman that we've been hearing about now?
I would love to see that. I think that's a
Gonna
great
happen.
fight for
Gonna
Virgil.
happen. He said that months ago. They were talking. They're in talks now. So there we go.
Yeah, I think that's a good fight for Virgil. I mean, I think he beats Thurman,
I think
and
he
I think
stops him.
Thurman's still got enough in the tank, and I think Thurman's good, and I think it's a good fight.
We know that
Uh,
Thurman can be dropped though and hurt. That's the thing. You had a guy like Josecito Lopez hurt him, and he's a junior welterweight.
yeah, James Burrell says Virgil walks through him. I think so too. Too strong, too talented
Yes.
for 147. Um, the quads. Who's the tougher fight for Canelo? 168. Smith, Bivol, Saunders, or Benavidez?
I got beat off.
I think it's up in the air between Bivol and Benavidez. Um, Smith is big. I don't know. Smith, I don't know why you got him at 168.
He was 75 before, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's big. He's a big 75. I mean, Smith's a big guy.
But he don't have the
Um,
skills the other ones do.
yeah, so I wouldn't keep him in there. Um, Earn with Hearn says, Kelly, thanks for doing the show. Was Miranda the hardest puncher you faced? How come the John Duddy fight didn't happen? Well, Earn, yes, Edison Miranda was the hardest puncher, and my buddy Billy Lau ruined the John Duddy fight for me. So, a kid from my gym who was a professional fighter, Billy Lau, he went over and fought John Duddy and beat him. So I couldn't fight him after that. Stole all the thunder, prick.
Now, I know a lot of people, they ask that question, who hit you the hardest?
Eventually, I'm going to say my mom.
All right, Kelly, I got one for you. Who was the fastest?
Oh man, I'd have to say that's between.
Like his hand speed. Hand speed one.
I mean, there was a lot of guys early on. This one kid. Oh man, Johnson. Cedric Johnson had quick hands.
Did he?
Uh, yeah, he had really quick. But I would have to say it's at the top between Martinez and Jermaine.
Wow.
And B Hop was up there, but B Hop was different. B
Yeah.
Hop was he was sneaky. Like everything he did was sneak. Not a bad way, smart. You know what I mean? He just like his over his lead right hand was sneaky as hell. The way he threw it and how he would come in with it, just it was hard to pick up. But overall, like natural hand speed, I would have to say it's a close one between Martinez and Taylor.
Our good friend Furman said, Kelly, I'm still pissed you lost to Bernard Hopkins. Imagine how Kelly feels.
Yeah, that's all right. Fuck it.
Yeah, motherfucker, he fucking.
Yeah.
No.
Ricky says Saunders might give Canelo problems. I
Oh,
don't think. Well, we'll see what happens with Plant. I mean, if we'll see how the fight turns out. I think Plant and Saunders got a similar style.
I think Plant's better than Saunders.
I do too. I think Caleb Plant's a lot better than Saunders, to be honest. Dan Martinez, Pac versus Trinidad at 147. Who takes it?
I got Trinidad.
Yeah, at 147, I would have to take Trinidad.
Trinidad, you know what? Trinidad, for me, Trinidad was the most perfect puncher I've ever seen. Now, I'm not saying his footwork. I'm not saying that. I'm saying punches were never out of place. His technique, he never dropped his hands. His punches were
Shit. You
everything
know
was
what?
perfect.
Yeah, I know you always mention that, and that's true. He did. Even he was a very technical guy.
That
Um,
also hurt him too.
but now I'm thinking about it. I don't know, man. You can never count Pac out.
Right,
Um,
I agree. But Pacquiao, that lunging in, Trinidad would catch him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because that's what Trinidad did. He would catch you lunging in at
I don't know. That's a hell of a matchup, Damon.
the size difference.
Yeah, that Trinidad was a big
6 foot
welterweight.
tall.
Julian Slowwater. That's the first time I've seen him back on here. He says Kelly the Ghost Pavlik would have beat Canelo. Thank you, my friend. I think I would have too. Different
You're,
animal.
you're just
Different
way
animal than these other guys.
you were way too big for Canelo.
Yeah.
And you're
Quad.
volume. You do 80 punches per round.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I think that's one of the strong points. I don't think in the later rounds we know Canelo wasn't going to knock me out. Um,
The problem
I think
is,
the later rounds would have been where I really shined
well,
because
the problem is this. All the big guys Canelo fights don't have heavy punch out. So 40, 50 punches a round. You're
yeah,
going double that.
and he struggled with them.
Yeah,
Jacobs, Triple G, and I got stronger as the fight went on. So, Prograis versus Lopez, 140. Lopez,
Lopez.
easy, probably stoppage. Julian goes, Mr. Dominguez versus Nate Robinson. Who wins?
Who?
I believe he's talking about you.
Fighting
I got
who?
I got Dominguez. He's part of the punchline for sure. Versus Nate Robinson.
I don't even know who that is.
Me either.
I guess we're back to people thinking I've never fought before, right?
I don't know if he's really even talking about you. It just says Mr. Dominguez versus Nate Robinson.
I believe that.
Earn with her and say, Kelly, after seeing Sergio KO Paul, do you think you would have stopped Paul? Um, I think I definitely had a great chance. I mean, a lot better chance than Sergio did. But let's not get it twisted. I mean, Sergio caught him with a perfectly timed shot. He probably couldn't make a fight 9 out of 10 times, and 9 out of 10 times it'll probably go to decision. That was just one of the punches that Martinez caught him. And not saying it was lucky, he placed it right, but I don't think he would be able to do that. I mean, they fought what 2 times,
Yeah.
so
Esteban said, Hank and Canelo probably have the best shovel hook currently. Razor Ruddock had a great one back in the day. Esteban, I'm going to agree with you, but the best shovel hook ever was Oscar De La Hoya.
what did he say about De La Hoya?
He said, Hank and Canelo probably have the best shovel hooks currently. Razor Ruddock had a great one too. I told Esteban I agree with him, but Oscar De La Hoya had the best shovel hook ever.
Yeah, he did.
He put half the people away with that hook.
James Burrell says, "What do you guys think about reconfiguring and possibly adding a weight division or two between light heavyweight and heavyweight?"
It's just a way to get more sanctioning fees. No,
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I mean, it's 200 plus. It's 200 plus. These guys, everybody's getting bigger. And listen, if these guys are walking around 210, then you're going to have to do what middleweights and super middleweights do, and you're going to have to suck it up and go down to cruiserweight. Quit being fat and lazy and go down. If you're 220, 215, well, you know what? Maybe get on the weight program and compete at that then. Don't get me wrong. Again, going back on this, these heavyweights are getting bigger. I mean, just the depth of them are bigger. Um, so that's a choice. Like if you could know that you could possibly still make cruiserweight, if you're 210 pounds, you got weight to lose to get down to 200 or 195. So or 190.
hey Kelly, our family Roger Romo's on here. He said I don't believe that he was landing that same punch in the first fight. The second one, Gabby Sarmiento told us he was going to knock him out.
Who? Sergio?
Yeah,
Yeah, and as I said, he placed that. I mean, it was perfectly placed punch. I don't know if they fought
You,
8 times though. I don't think you'd be able to knock him out 8 times.
you know what Sergio did real well? When a guy was opening up, he hit him right. He hit him right in the solar plexus. He always does that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, I fought Sergio. Sergio's very talented, but I didn't think that power wise. I didn't think that
Yeah,
he was that. I fought a handful of guys that hit harder, but he
yeah,
was sharp. And I'm not saying that he couldn't knock me out if I would have done something stupid. I'm sure he could have knocked me out.
yeah.
But
Uh,
uh,
Scott
James
Beck.
Bro,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he goes. I think you beat Sergio except for the cut. It seemed no. Listen, I appreciate that, James, and I'm not giving. I'm not making no excuse, but even if I didn't have the cut, I wasn't going to win that fight. I hit the wall in that ninth round, and there was nothing I could do. I mean, and he was just full of piss and vinegar, and he could have gone 8 more rounds. He still would have beat me. So, and that's actually giving him more credit. I mean, the cut didn't have nothing to do with it. If I was cut or not, that would have been the same outcome.
Hey, Kelly. Scott
Yeah,
said, you have probably answered this question a couple of times, but during your career, who is one fighter you wish you would have fought?
I like the fight with Abraham and Felix Strum. I would like to have had all 4 belts. I wouldn't have kept them.
You don't
I
want to
would
pay
have fucked.
5% on every belt, do you?
Yeah, I would have vacated them, but I would like to have them for the trophy case. So I would have liked to clear it up. I mean, I still feel like to this day, I know it's crazy that I should have been undisputed world champion. I mean, Jermaine Taylor was the undisputed champion, and he didn't lose the fight. He
Yeah.
vacated. He got stripped. So he still
That,
should have.
that should have counted against you.
Yeah,
Uh, Luis, hey, Kelly, Luis Aguilar said, hey, Kelly, I'll never forget you coming out as an underdog and knocking out Jermaine Taylor. Priceless.
it was. It was a hell of a fight. Tell him I said thank you.
He can hear you.
Oh, thank you, bro. Word of the day. I heard Sergio started boxing late. He did.
20, 20 years old.
Very late. Um, Julian Slowwater says, thoughts on Loma from both of you? I think Loma still got it. I think it was just a bad game plan. Again, and the game plan might have been because Lopez hits as hard as he does. I don't know. But I think it was a fight that Loma could have won. I mean, he showed it. If anybody watches and knows a little bit about boxing, as soon as Loma let his hands go, he was winning, landing.
You know,
So
I think that Haney would have trouble with Ryan Garcia.
you think you would?
The height's the same about. I think Ryan's a little taller, and the hand speed that Haney would deal with. I think I think you'd have trouble with him.
Yeah, probably. You know, let's not get it twisted though. Loma can still fight, and I think he showed everybody when he decided to punch. I
Yeah,
mean, let's go. Let's just be straight shooters. He did not do jack shit. I mean, probably one of the worst I've seen for 6 rounds,
yeah.
7 rounds. I mean, like absolutely did not do nothing. So I don't know how much credit to give, but I think when I have to give credit to Tiafimo is probably because Loma felt the power.
Yeah.
But when Loma let his hands go, is all I'm saying.
Croy,
And now, if Lomachenko was throwing 30 punches for the first 7 rounds, 30 punches a round, and was getting beat like that, then I'm really impressed. Now I'm talking about like, damn, this kid could fight. But Canelo, or not Canelo, Lomachenko literally gave them rounds away.
yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I mean, I wish there was more to judge on. Big win, huge win for Tiafimo. Don't get me wrong, but come on, guys. Let's be honest. He didn't do anything at all. He did not throw but a couple punches around. So
Chris Otto said they've introduced Bridgerweight. Now they named it after a kid, Bridger. He saved his sister from a dog attack.
I don't know.
Did you see that little kid? He got
Uh
his sister was getting mauled by a dog, and he jumped in the way, and he got mauled instead. But the dog didn't. He saved his sister's life.
uh
Like it bit him in the face and stuff. Like that's what they said. That's like the ultimate heart of a champion. He's like 4 or 5 years old.
That's crazy, horrible. Break it up a little
They
bit,
named a
please.
weight after him, weight class.
Ernwood Turner says, Kelly, I would love to see you fight against guys like Carl Froch and Groves. I would like to have fought Froch, believe me. It would have been a good one. But I think I would easily beat Froch. Easily, when I say that, I would have outpointed him. James Burrell, Haney and Ryan split in the Emmys. I think they can have a good rivalry now.
So I agree.
Believe.
Hey, Kelly
Yes.
Esteban says, Kelly, what is your most treasured boxing piece of memorabilia? You can only choose one.
World title.
Which one? One piece of memorabilia.
It's hard between that or the
Get
ring.
one.
Between WBC and the ring.
Is it?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
hard.
There's
One
a
of those two.
fire. There's a fire. You can grab one now. Which one do you grab?
WBC.
You know what? The WBC replace your belt. The ring won't replace yours.
I know, but still, it's WBC.
Take
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'm grabbing both of them. I'm strong enough. I'm strong enough to get both.
arms on fire and shit.
Yeah. Oh man. See, Joy goes. I think Tank is knocking everyone out lightweight that he faces. Santa Cruz was ducked by Loma. I'm sorry. I don't see. I wasn't. I don't see where you guys are getting at with Tank. I don't. It's a loaded division. Tank was on route to get beat. I don't know. What
That
time you guys
Bridgewater
got?
weight.
We're gonna start wrapping up.
Yeah, that Bridgewater weight, Chris said, is between cruiserweight and heavy. Hey, Kelly, Roger Ramos said punch him right in the dick.
Do what?
Roger Ramos said punch him right in the dick.
Punch who?
Uh, I guess Sergio right in the dick.
I would have to get him to stop moving.
Oh, he don't move like that no more.
No, not that he was moving like running. He just moved.
Hey,
He was
Kelly,
hard to hit, man.
you have another question.
That was an elusive cat.
Louis said, do you guys think Lomachenko was hesitant because he was worried about the power from Lopez? I know he's never frozen up, especially with a 300 plus amateur background that goes along with his pro career. But does that happen to fighters at times?
I didn't understand the question. I had a hard time
I
hearing it.
said he was talking about Lomachenko. Was he hesitant because of Lopez's power, or
I
did he just
think so.
off?
I think that was part of it. I really do. I think that kept him, and that's where I give the credit to Teofimo. I think that kept him at bay longer than he wanted to, but I think they lost track after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Quags goes Triple G versus Charlo. Who you got?
Charlo right now
Yeah, Triple G's is too old now.
catches him.
3 or 4 years ago, I'm going with Triple G. Um, but not now. But you got to remember, Triple G still got that power.
Yeah, he can catch you. But Furman said, "Thank you guys, always a pleasure. Thank you, Furman, for coming on. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for your implement stuff. We appreciate you."
Where did they say Tank dodged a lot of those punches by Santa Cruz? He got hit a lot too. Come on.
Santa Cruz dodged a lot of takes.
Yeah, he did.
But you know what? No matter what happens, take Santa Cruz was a great fighter. Now they lost, he wasn't shit. It's always that way. As
I
soon as
know.
somebody loses, they weren't shit. They were overrated. They were overhyped. They were a paper cap. It's always something.
Or you could bet if Lomachenko did that same thing, that Santa Cruz would have really been overrated. I want Crawford versus Spence, but boxing won't give us that good fight. Ooh, I know. Hey, Grassy Tiger came on. That's good. You know what? Let's hope Spence comes in and has a good performance. And when no knock towards Danny, I'm a fan of Danny Garcia. I'm a fan of the way he fights. But I think the mega fight that's big for boxing is Crawford Spence. So let's just hope that Spence comes out, has a great showing, and that they can get that fight made. I agree, though.
Kelly, Here's the problem with this. No, Spence will never get credit. If Spence loses that fight, it's because of the car accident, or Crawford will never get credit. If he loses, it's because of the car accident. He'll never get credit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. That's the way it goes.
People are never going to say, "Hey, Crawford beat 100% Spence." Oh, don't even matter anymore.
Yep. Quags, thanks for answering the questions. Be cool, fellas. Thank you, Quags. Ernst said, Kelly, you beat on Will Rosinski like a slab of meat on a dude wouldn't drop. I know, he's tough, man. Um, and Julian says, Santa Cruz got stone cold KO'd, and Tiafimo will get the same. So now Tank will knock out Tiafimo like that. Oh,
I think
don't.
Tiffany's pretty skilled. I don't think it's as easy as they think.
I don't think so.
I think Virgil beats him though. Virgil beats Tiffany. I think I think that's about it at the welterweight limit. Or Mikey Garcia at 140.
Yeah.
What would you think about that, Kelly? Mikey Garcia, Teofimo at 140.
Mikey. I think Mikey's coming down, he has the advantage. I think he's smart and the size. I don't think if Earl Spence couldn't stop him at 147, I don't think Teofimo does.
I don't think I think Mikey hits harder than Teofimo too.
It's close. It really is.
Drops junior
Mikey
middleweight.
could hit. Yeah, so I got to go with Mikey in that one, especially at 140. Mikey. Grassy Tiger says, "What do you think of UFC? I don't watch much boxing, but I watch UFC every weekend.
I love it.
I think it's great. I mean, the guys, I don't watch as much as I should, but I
Kelly,
got a
you
lot.
have a lot of buddies
I
in the
got a lot of
UFC.
respect. What?
You have a lot of buddies in the UFC.
Exactly. I got a lot of respect for them guys.
Yeah.
Um, James Bro, who are your favorite active fighters? Mine is Dylan White. Not sure he is the best, but I like him.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's so many active fighters I like. Of course, Virgil Ortiz. Who else? Tiafimo right now is fun to watch. Lomachenko is still fun to watch. Shakur Stevenson's coming up, making big moves.
Yeah.
Canelo. I mean, boxing it really is. Unfortunately, to most people, it ain't. But boxing's hot right now, man. It's
These
filled
young
and loaded with talent.
these young kids are so explosive nowadays.
Yeah. So,
So
well,
you want me to wrap it up?
yeah. Text Justin real
All
quick.
right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching the show coming out today. We appreciate it. What do they got to do, Kelly?
Hey guys, go to YouTube, subscribe, share, and ring the bell, and subscribe that damn shit. Keep tuning in. I want to thank all the YouTube people and Facebook for
Hey,
tuning in. It was a great show, great questions.
okay, I got that.